What's going on, guys? It's Rylan with Rylan's Amazing Photography, and welcome to today's video on what's in my camera bag 2020. However, before I get into today's video, I want to remind you guys to go down below and like today's video. While you're down there, you might as well go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. It's officially 2020. We've got some big goals set. However, this is also an channel update video, so I want to go ahead and talk about that before I tell you what's in my camera bag. And the big update is there's no longer going to be a photographer of the week. As much as I love that series and as much as you guys love that series, the views were starting to go down and we weren't getting as much watch time for the photographers of the week, and I hated that. So unfortunately, we're stopping that series. I'm still going to be uploading every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. My Sunday uploads just won't be a photographer of the week anymore, and I apologize for those of you who love that because I know that some of you guys truly enjoyed that series. However, let's go ahead and see what's in my camera bag 2020. So to start things off, what is my camera bag? My camera bag is an Altura photo camera bag. It seems to be really good. It has a sleeve for a laptop, and it's got a special pouch on the side for your tripod, and that is something that I really like. It's very comfortable when you're wearing it. It has quite a few straps that you can buckle in, so you can wrap it around you. Let's say you were climbing a cliff or something and you decided to take your camera bag with you. Well, you can kind of strap it around your waist, so if something happened, one of the straps came off your arm, the camera bag isn't going to go falling. So now let's get into what's in my camera bag. So the first thing is this Xiaomi tripod and the Neewer wildlife gimbal. I do shoot multiple things. I do portraits, I do landscapes, I do so much different stuff. But wildlife is probably one of the main things that I do on this channel and in life, and it's probably one of my favorite things to do. So typically when you see me having a tripod, I'm going to have this Neewer wildlife gimbal on there. You can pick this up on Amazon for, I believe, $70. This Xiaomi tripod was sent to me by Comica, and I really love this tripod. They sponsored that video. If you want to go and watch that video on this tripod, you can click right here to go and see that. It's a great video. I do a review on it, and I really love the tripod, and I'm still continuing to use it. So I'll start off with my primary camera and my primary lens, obviously. My primary camera is officially the Nikon D500. It is the best camera I've ever owned. It's fantastic. Its autofocus system is incredible. And if you're shooting wildlife, this crop sensor camera with the Nikkor 200-500 is definitely the best thing you've ever owned. I plan on doing a overview tutorial kind of thing for the Nikon D500 eventually. Not sure when I'll get to that. I already have done a full hands-on review of the Nikkor 200-500mm. You can click right here to go and watch that video. It's fantastic. I love this lens. I love this camera. I don't see any negatives of any of this, and I'm super excited to see what I can do with it in 2020. I'm beyond excited, actually. The next thing in my camera bag, I have this little Neewer flash. It's a speed light that mounts to the top of your camera, and it flashes because it's a flash, obviously. It has, let's see here, it goes to 3, -3, 2 and -2 2/3, -2 and 1/3. It has all of the typical modes that any flash does. You can do it in TTL. You can do it in manual. It can control itself. It has a little kind of automatic mode where it chooses what it does. It has a S1 and an S2. It also has a remote button, so if you wanted to mount it onto a flashlight or something, you can get a little remote detonator for it that you can pair with it, that when you click it, it'll work. So, yeah. The next thing in my camera bag, which I meant to do just now, is my secondary camera, and that's actually what is filming this video right now. It's the Nikon D3500, and along with that camera, we have the 18-55mm lens that comes with the camera. It's the kit lens. It's a very good camera if you're a beginner. I definitely recommend getting that camera. It's fantastic. I do have a review on it as well. If you want to click right here, you can go and watch that review on the Nikon D3500. That was kind of when I was first starting YouTube. I decided to go ahead and do that video. So it might not be as detailed as what you would hope it would be, but that's still a video that you can go and watch. The next thing in my camera bag is SD cards, batteries. We have some camera cleaner. I have a little tripod mount. All of these things are very important. If you're going to mount your camera to a tripod, do this. Batteries, you never know what you're going to need them for. Batteries for your camera, batteries for your flash. SD cards can fail. You're going to need new ones. SD cards can run out of space. You're not going to want to format your SD card right after a shoot to get more space. So, yeah, those are some of the most important things, even though they're small in my camera bag. Next, I have the 70-300 Nikkor DX lens. It's a crop censored lens that goes on crop censored cameras such as the D500 and the Nikon D3500. It's a great lens. I like it. Any portraits I do, I typically shoot with this lens. It's a good beginner's lens for wildlife. It was the first lens I ever used for wildlife. I really like it. It goes from 70 to 300. 300 is relatively short for a wildlife lens, but it's still something that I think that you can use 300 millimeters as a good purpose if you're trying to see. If you see what I'm saying, I can't get this out, but I think you know what I mean. The next thing in my camera bag are these Neewer filter kits, and I have a Vivitar filter kit as well. These go on the end of your lenses for when it's really bright outside and you're wanting to take a long exposure. If it's a sunset and you want an extremely long exposure, you put these things on the end of there. You can get a filter and put it into here like this, and that makes it darker for your camera. Obviously, as you can see, I'm darker when you look through this. See, I'm a lot darker than what I was. Hi. So yeah, these ones, the Vivitar set that I have, they're for specifically my 18 to 55 that's filming this, and they actually screw on. These mount onto your camera, the Neewer filter sets, but these screw on. Let me show you. I'm darker now, as you can see. Yeah, hi, still me. Back to normal me. I also have this little blower thing that if you get dust in your camera sensor or on your mirror, you can open your mirror or your sensor and just kind of blow into there. If you get something on the front of your lens too, it's really good. It'll like kind of blow it off. That's about all of the gear things that I carry. I also do all of my editing on a MacBook Pro. It's fantastic. It's very good and portable. This camera bag has a laptop sleeve that the MacBook fits down in very well along with the rest of your gear. And I totally recommend this backpack. It's a great backpack for a good buck. Not sponsored or anything, but I really love that backpack. So that's about all I've got for this video. All of this gear that I showed you, I truly love every single bit of it, and I recommend it to any of you guys who are interested in starting photography. And if you're looking into getting wildlife photography and you have a little bit of a bigger budget, I recommend the D500 and the 200 to 500. This is around a $3,000 setup here. And the 200 to 500 and the D500 are, I would say, probably the best DSLR combination for wildlife. It's truly fantastic. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely make sure to go down below and like today's video. And while you're down there, go ahead and subscribe as well, because there are so many great things coming on this video in 2020. It's currently the 2nd. It's a Thursday. It's a good day. I'm currently chilling on the beach while you're seeing this. Obviously, I haven't even started packing yet, and we leave in 2 days. You know how that goes. You guys know I don't get into the whole packing thing. Anyways, I'm super excited to show you guys some of the great content that I have coming for this year in 2020. Super stoked. Definitely make sure you subscribe to see more of that. Share the video around with your friends. The goal for 2020 is to get to 3,000 subscribers, and we all have to work to get there as a community, as photographers, as people who watch this channel. I'm going to need your guys' help to get me there. Thank you so much for the support that you've already given me. That's all I have for today's video, and I hope you guys have an amazing day.